Hey guys, Thunderstruck MTB here. Hey, today is going to be a part 2, but just more of an update on my first video for my specialized ground control grid T7 29 by 2.35 tires mounted to my Santa Cruz Chameleon. These are the newest versions when I release this video, depending on when you're watching it. So after watching the first video, I wish I would have added these things to the first one, but I thought, hey, you know what? Let me just add them on today. So not a real long video. I just kind of wanted to throw on some weights, my experiences with sealant and weeping and all that good stuff. So this set, front and rear, has 327 miles on it. Here's your rear tire. There's your braking edge of 327 miles. Your drive edge of the rear tire. And the front tire, there's your drive edge of the front tire, 327 miles, and your braking edge there. So pretty stellar. This will be my third set that once I burn through my third set, gonna get right around 700 miles. I might be able to milk a little more. We'll see, but that's what I'm gonna get out of these tires. So what I wanted to add mainly for this video was the weights. I have 4 more tires in stock. I weighed each and every tire before this video, and I have these weights for the 4 tires: 909 grams, 898 grams, 894 grams, and 890 grams. So pretty consistent. So again, 909, 898, 894, 890 for my 4 tires that I have in stock here to put on over the next probably year and a half. So really reasonable weights for the perfect trail tire. As for sealant, I use, so again, this is my third set. I go between Stan's regular formulation and I go to Orange Seal Endurance, depending on availability, price. Tires are seen in both, never at the same time. And I have never had even a single weep, even at the end of the 700 miles on the back. I have never had even a wet spot, pretty horrific, a weep, a drop, anything on the sidewalls, anywhere in the tire at all. I've had some questions about that. These things seal up at least with those 2 specific sealants. Orange Seal Endurance, Stan's regular formulation, perfect, no issues at all. I go about 100 milliliters front and rear. In the summer, I will run usually the orange sealant more for the summer in the high desert here where it's really hot. And I still have to kind of top up, maybe 2/3 through. I'll throw like an extra 50 mil in. But again, yeah, so the sealant is no issue at all. I've asked sidewall support and cutting. Boy, how do I answer that? We all ride in different locations, right? So where I used to live prior to where I live now, it would be much more formidable in terms of sidewall cuts from rocks than where I live now. Where I live now, I think is relatively tame in terms of trails and rocks. And quite frankly, I should not be cutting any sidewalls. And so to that, I tell you, I have never even had so much as like a scuff. I mean, again, I'll be perfectly honest, I shouldn't be seeing anything other than just scuffs on some of the rocks we have here. We do have rocks, but not like where I used to live. That was crazy. So yeah, these sidewalls are holding up real well for where I ride. Again, I would say these probably lie somewhere above an EXO, maybe approaching an EXO Plus from Axis, or for sure somewhere between the two. Maybe an EXO plus minus plus, something like that, is where I would safely say these tires are at. I don't brap or swalp or whatever, berms and whatnot, so I can't comment on burping the tire, just not the style in which I ride at the age of 55. So for me, the sidewalls are plenty supportive. 55 years old, all pretty much aggressive trail, we're going to call it, and I am on 30 ID DT Swiss XMC 1501 wheels, 30 millimeter internal on the rim, and I'm running 21 psi in the front, 24 psi in the back consistently, and the sidewalls have a ton of support. for what I'm looking for. So again, I cannot recommend these highly enough. Anybody from Specialized, you stumble across this video, don't you screw it up. Don't do it. Leave them alone. Just you're done. Everything's good. You don't need to find another partner to partner your tires with. Just keep on pumping them out, especially for the price you guys are pumping them out for. I will never buy a Maxxis or a Schwalbe. I will never buy Vittoria, any other tires for the price they're asking, as long as you keep making these for the style in which I ride. So if you are going to buy these guys, go on to specialized.com. If it's the first time on there, you're probably going to get offered a 15% discount for your first order if you sign up with their email. And it's just kind of a spam email, spam stuff they'll send you. You can opt out at any time. The caveat is that once you use that email address, you won't get that again. So you have to go like to a private browser and then use a second email or a third or a fourth. So I may know someone around here who has done like 5 email addresses. I don't know who that would be, and used 5 different ones from a private browser and got the discount code. If I were him and got the discount code, I would buy at least 4, if not 6, because again, shipping is going to be free. You are going to pay tax, but it's going to take that tire from like $65 down to $55 for the top of the line tire. Beat that, Maxxis. Good luck. So anyway, I guess I can't really say anything more or as highly as I think of these tires. These, in my eye, for where I ride, how I ride, where I ride, they're the best tire going, bar none. Certainly the best value in tires, and that isn't even close across the board, guys. And that's even if you can't get, even if you don't want to go through the hoops of the 15% off. Just 65 right off the top is value across the board. So anyway, those are kind of the things I wanted to hit on my second and probably last video on these tires. Some of the questions. I don't think I left anything else out there. Cut resistance is great, both in the sidewall and in the tread. Wear is fantastic. Grip I talked about in the first video. I think it's fantastic. Sidewall support, perfect. I literally don't have a bad thing to say about these tires. I cannot find one caveat at all. They are that good. Anyway, guys, gals, that was my longer than anticipated. I mean, it's me, right? It's going to be longer than anticipated. It's my longer than anticipated sort of update on my first video. So anyway, guys, hope this helped. Thanks for watching. See ya.